one knock at the door and then we both know how the story ends. You can't win if you white flags out when the war begins. Aiming so high but springing so low, trying to catch fire but feeling so cold. Hold it inside and hope it won't show. I'm saying it's not, but inside I know today's gonna be the day you notice, cause I'm tired of explaining what the joke is. This is what you asked for, heavy is the crowd. Fire in the sunrise, ashes raining down. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding out. This is what you asked for, heavy is the crowd.
Oh guys, back here with another video, and it's the end of the month, so you know what that means. We're going to be looking at the top 10 lifts throughout the full month of October. So here we have 285 kilos on the deadlift on a stiff bar. Smashed that rep. The first time I deadlifted on a stiff bar in quite some time, and it was coming off of my hamstring injury, the first big deadlift I've been able to do, and the last deadlift of the prep. And what prep was that for? That was for this. This was 292.5 kilos on the deadlift. This solidified the 600 Glossbrenner, which is a monster achievement. I was the first ever under 18 to ever do that, and I did it while being 16. So moving on to lift number 8, we have 265 kilos for a double raw. This is 2.5 kilos more than anything I've ever done without a suit. So, very heavy weight, and it was straight off the back of my hamstring injury, literally about maybe 10 days after the initial tear. So, taking it out nice and strong. The wrap's 2.5 meters. The Inza grippers, which are allowed for my next competition, the Pro Raw Showdown, I believe it is, or some. It's WRPF UK, their pro competition. You can see we smoked that nice and easy. Was definitely very, very happy with that. Again, this showed me that hamstring injury was not going to be it was not going to hinder the squats, which we've had the similar injury before, and I knew that it shouldn't, but it was just nice getting that confidence knowing that it wouldn't. So here's lift number 7. It is 220 kilos in a single ply shirt on the bench press. Now, I know what you're thinking, we've hit this many times before, many times in competition, but it was just nice to hit it again in training, given that we've had a few rough sessions in the single ply kit, we had a new shirt, and the shirt really didn't deliver. Size 40 Super Katana low cut collar was absolutely rubbish, a massive waste of about £300. Basically, we're riding it down to the chest, press, big pop up, nice controlled lockout, right, solid lift. We did go on to use this shirt in the competition, however it didn't deliver to the standard in the gym, but then again, we hadn't squatted a monster weight, which, spoiler alert, you will see later on in the video. So next, coming in at number 6 is a 170 kilo bench press for 12 reps. This is with 2 inserts for the band shirt. It's sort of like a big slingshot then, basically. We put elbow sleeves on as well, which you're not allowed to for bench press, but it was just to help prevent any more injuries to the elbows, prevention rather than cure, should we say. The prep overall had been very kind to the elbows. We hadn't had any more tendonitis, which hopefully a little rest after the comp we have just finished will prevent that going into the next competition. But you can see we're just churning them out. The presses were a little bit, some ran were a little faster than others, but we got what we wanted there with some nice lockouts, working on that top end strength. So coming in next, we have got 270 kilos for a double raw. This was 4 days after my previous squat PB of 265 kilos for 2. So I was obviously going to be very happy with this. Still the 2.5 meter knee wraps. I believe I found the optimal way to wrap those knees to ensure that we're getting the most spring back. But you can see 2 reps was very easy. We potentially had a third. That's just quite how easy those were. We got a lot left in the tank. You can see we're not really that phased. Went and had a killer session on legs after that. So at the same gym, this gym is in Telford, the Foundry. I'd highly recommend for anyone that's lives around there or is going around there like me. I was there for a week with work. Very good gym, very good gym. But here we've got 140 kilos. Same setup as the last bench press you saw with the 2 inserts with the elbow sleeves as well. This gym session, however, was before it, and you will see something else from this gym session later on. An even bigger bench press. But the goal of this was just get the reps in like last time. I just wanted to know what I could press with, how many reps I could press with this weight, and I was rather impressed with it. I was expecting 12. 12 was my goal, but once we got to rep 12, that we just had more in the tank, so I was like, oh, let's try 15. And after 15, it was like, maybe, just maybe we could get 20. We kept going. There might have been 21, maybe 22, but I was happy with what we'd got, and we then went and hammered some more chest work, bit of incline bench, some nice dumbbell work. But there you see, definitely 1 or 2 more reps, but we got what we wanted from that. You can see I was rather gassed. Yeah, I went and got a massive drink after that and just settled into the rest of the session. So coming in now at number 3, we've got 250 kilos. Sorry, 350 kilos on the back for the second attempt squat at the competition I did. This is weighing in at 75 kilos. You can see we smashed that depth and ride that bar straight back up. Easy lift. Solid second attempt. Plenty of room left in the tank. And you will see what that third attempt was going to be very shortly. You can see we're just getting kit checked just to make sure the lift is legitimate. So coming in at number 2 is the bench press I was talking about. This is 253 kilos for 3 reps. There was definitely a lot of room left in the tank. Press. You see there, those presses, we're going to keep them on point. Press. That's 2 reps, we've got a third. Press. We definitely had more than 3 there. That was a solid bench press. That was a sort of like the bench session we needed going into my band shirt competition, and hopefully it'll have paid off. We'll see coming up. I believe the competition will have happened by the time this video airs. So you guys will know the answer to that. But that is prepping for the Bomb Squad competition at the Supermasters Championship at the NEC with the BPU. So coming up next, finally, last but not least, 365 kilos, 804 pounds on the squat. Fighting it up. Get that rack command. And waiting for the lights. 2 to 1, it's a good lift. The 1 red light was for supposed downward movement. However, I didn't feel it. We couldn't see any from the camera angle, but the judge's angle could have been completely different. Well, it was completely different. But that about does it for this week. I'll thank you for joining me. And until next time, keep lifting that big weight.